summer solstice. What is the summer solstice? How can we celebrate it in quarantine? And what are some of the things that you guys need to know in order to honour it properly this year and understand the astrological influences that will be going on at this time? Side note, I will mostly be referring to the summer solstice as Litha for the duration of the video because summer solstice is not a tongue twister that I want to attempt any more times than is necessary, thank you. Litha is the pagan Sabbat that celebrates the longest day of the year, the most amount of daylight, and is a mirror image to the Sabbat of Yule on the other side of the wheel of the year, which is in acknowledgement of the shortest day of the year. Litha is the Sabbat where the sun is at its strongest, most long-lasting and at its peak, but with the awareness that very soon, as we are now at the peak and at the midpoint of summer, the days will start to begin to get shorter and grow darker. So it's really the midpoint between increasing sunlight during the year and decreasing sunlight during the year, between spring/summertime to summer or autumn time. Litha is typically celebrated from the eve of the solstice, the 20th of June, to the day of the solstice itself, the 21st of June, with many pagans opting to pay special attention to the sunset on the 20th to the sunrise on the 21st. So what is going on with the summer solstice this year with regards to astrological influences? Well, Litha this year coincides with the new moon and solar eclipse in Cancer on the 21st. And this means that there could be some emotional, watery energies around, as Cancer is a water sign. But also the new moon brings to an end the current cycle and allows us to move into the new moon cycle and into a brand new phase of our lives. And anytime a solar eclipse happens, it's all about a bold new change, a bold new beginning. And so the solar eclipse in conjunction with the new moon, this summer solstice, will heighten that sense of a new beginning even further. So this really is the dawning of a new day, so to speak, in all of our lives. This will be a really empowering time for us, obviously, especially if you guys took part in the banishing spell that I showed you how to do last week, whereby with the waning moon happening, the more the moon would wane, the more everything that we wish to banish from our lives would be slowly taken away. And so if you did perform that spell, you can expect to have everything that you wanted to be banished from your lives and those closest to you to be gone by the new moon or the summer solstice. So it's a very exciting time with lots of different influences coming together. And if you haven't already, I would definitely recommend watching the banishing spell video that I showed you how to do. And if you start it now, it will be done and completed in time for the 21st, in time for the closing of the moon cycle. So I really would highly recommend that. As for around the solstice time itself, when the 20th and the 21st is upon us, one thing I would definitely recommend is some sort of meditation on the sunset of the solstice eve. As I said, we as pagans quite like to acknowledge particularly the sunset on the solstice eve and the sunrise on the solstice morning. So a meditation at sunset may be to let go and release all that no longer serves you, just to really enhance the fact that we are coming to the end of the moon cycle and we are about to have the solar eclipse, which is the bold new beginning happening on the 21st, and after the summer solstice we will be in a whole new phase. So just to meditate on the 20th and just prepare for that releasing of everything that no longer serves you so that you can move forward on the 21st is really something that would be beneficial to do, I think, as well as perhaps a meditation at sunrise on the 21st to actually welcome in all of the new and reflect on what that will mean for you. Other things you can do to celebrate the summer solstice that are of course still quarantine friendly is by making sun water. So I've talked about moon water in some of my previous videos, my full moon videos mainly, where you can collect water in a mason jar, leave it outside and let it absorb the rays of the moon and all the energy that comes with that. So a sun water jar would basically be a jar of water that has been left out in the sun, so you can absorb the sun's rays and the sun's energy on this solstice day, and you can use that in further spells such as baths, putting into tea, room sprays, all kind of things like that. Another way to celebrate, which I am very happy about, is to be aware of the fairies once again, as midsummer or the summer solstice is very much linked with Fae energy. As we all know, the Shakespeare play Midsummer Night's Dream is in reference to fairies, and summer solstice, another name for that, is midsummer. So There's a lot of Fae energy around at this time, so you can leave some offerings out for the Fae. Just be mindful of their presence, make sure that you're treating the earth with extra respect at this time, as they are the guardians of the earth. You can simply spend some time in the sun, do some sunbathing. Hopefully the sun will be out on the solstice day itself, but if it is, you can soak up some sun rays on your garden, lawn, yard, anywhere like that, and just absorb again the sun's rays, the energy of the sun, into your body as the sun is at its peak right now. Another thing that I find an interesting way could be to celebrate Litha or the summer solstice is to be very mindful of water. So the interesting thing about the summer solstice is we're talking a lot about, you know, summer, the sun, the blazing heat, the sun being at its peak and all of this kind of stuff. But the interesting contrast to that is that a lot of times we need to be mindful of water at this time. So the life-giving properties of water and how the water sustains us through this period in the year. Think about watering your plants, again maybe having a bath, maybe with the sun water that you made. Keep yourself hydrated and just be aware of the blessing that is water at this time. Really be mindful of that. Perhaps leave out a water dish on your altar. Maybe if you have deities on your altar, you can leave out an offering dish with some water in so they don't get thirsty. And generally any kind of magic that you can perform outside would be particularly beneficial at this time, as the power and energy is all about outside. It's all very radiant, shining through. Greenery and flowers are abundant, so let's really enjoy that. Spend some time outside. Hopefully you have a garden, or if not, walk to your park maybe, keeping with social distancing rules. In addition, a great way to celebrate this Sabbath while abiding to the rules of lockdown would be to tune in to Stonehenge's live summer solstice event, which I think they will be live streaming from sunset of the 20th to sunrise of the 21st, to really be able to feel the spiritual atmosphere of that place that people will love to flock to around solstice time without actually having to go. So I will put a link down in the description below of the Facebook page that you can sign up to follow for updates on this event, and so that we can all hopefully tune into it and watch it and absorb the magic from the comfort of our own homes in lockdown. So guys, thank you so much for watching my video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment your ideas of how you're going to be celebrating the summer solstice this year. I'd love to hear it. And I would highly recommend that you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. A, because it allows me to continue doing what I'm doing, allows me to be able to continue making videos for you guys. And B, so you can be notified on when I release my next video, which will likely be on the zodiac sign of Cancer, which I think will be very important for you guys to watch, as whatever zodiac sign the sun is currently in, as it is all about the sun with the summer solstice, will be having a big influence and a big impact on the energies at this time, and really is something to be mindful of. So make sure you subscribe so that you can watch straight away when that video comes out and gets the maximum benefit from the summer solstice and the information in this video. Another video that I would definitely recommend you to watch in addition to this one is my last video, where I show you how to make a whole new summer solstice themed candle, reused and recycled from old burned down candles and wax that you may have lying around the house. A recycled DIY witchy summer solstice themed candle project that I think you guys will love. Once again, thank you so much for watching and for all your support. Have a blessed solstice time, and thanks so much everyone.